Good. Let's roll up together, shall we? Hey, I just flipped the switch to go live on YouTube. Welcome around the world. If the algorithm has dropped you off, the universe is telling you, and it's not a coincidence, it's time to move a little bit. This is a good class for that. This is yoga for everybody. And I mean that literally, because if you're 50 plus minus, which I think is everybody, then this is for you because we don't necessarily put our feet behind our head or sleep on beds of nails, but we do good, healthy movement, and we do it consciously with breath, with good spirit, with non-judgment, and with discipline, and with an open mind. And when you combine those qualities, the bottom line is you get what yoga offers, which is health, peace of mind, and ultimately the joy of living. So why not just like and subscribe now? Also, to my Bay Area friends, we simulcast from the East Bay of California. And I've got some really good friends. We've been doing yoga online for about 5 years. My name is Greg, and my cat is Looney. I teach in the Bay Area at several different locations now. And if you want to fly to the Bay Area and take my class, while your travel will not be free, your first class is always free. Okay, disclaimers issued. I'm going to stand up because on Monday we do some standing yoga. We're outstanding in our field. So the way this works is the first half will be standing, and the second half will be some stuff done on the floor, both relaxing, vigorous, strengthening, and then outrageously relaxing and feel good. Anyway, I recommend if you're new that you please get some of these yoga blocks. You can even go on your browser, go to Amazon, and get some nice big foam blocks delivered to your house. I would bet by this evening, and they're really worth it because I'm going to start in a forward fold, and because I'm slightly older than 50, I like to support my back and drop my head. And when I'm doing a forward fold viewed from the side, I kind of pedal my heels a little bit. I dig a heel in and put weight on that side. Then I do the other side, and I wag my head and I pull the pin out of my hair. And we don't have to do the cartwheels and the back flips just yet. Then I lift both heels, bend both knees, look forward, I inhale. On exhale, I tend to go deeper because science has proven when you're empty of breath, you can go a little deeper. Ooh, dig my heels in. Good. Okay, come on up. So this opening sequence is called Viyama. That's Sanskrit for joint juice. It just means we get our bodies moving, man. It's like for 99.9% of most people that can benefit from yoga, it's just the moving, the breathing, and the breaking open of congestion. Right leg, left. My teacher, who I would consider world class, and his teacher that I would consider 1 in a billion in terms of physical ability, is they still always start with this. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. Just going to kick and slap. 3, 2, 1. Good job. See, you're feeling better already. Now my feet are going to stay attached. My arms are slinky and slacky. Just going to swing my arms. I like this because the day that I've had already, it's been a pretty busy day. I've been pretty productive. I've been engaged in my pursuits, reasonably disciplined, haven't wasted a lot of time. I wasted a little. I was eating and looked at some YouTubes and spaced out, but it's impossible to stay focused all the time, it seems. 3, at least until we're saints. 1, good job. Now I think if you're new, you're really gonna like it because it's kind of weird. Feet are hip distance apart. See me sink down into my ankles and bend my knees. Once I'm down here, I roll it back up through my body, and then I make it a little more sequential, a little more flowing, a little more liquid, a little more languid. I like it because it gets me down in my bod and out of my head. Sometimes my head gets way overcrowded with thoughts, impressions, memories, sensations, opinions, attitudes, stinking thinking, and sometimes some really great thoughts, but enough thinking. 3, I want you to have an experience of yoga. Yoga means connection. Inhale, feet together. It's one of the things that it means. Now my feet are together, standing on, oops, lost my balance, floor is crooked, up on my tippies. Then I'm gonna stretch my arms up. Now something a lot of adults don't do, they never get on their tippy toes unless frightened, or there's something going on in their neighbor's yard and they're kind of suspicious. So we're peeking over into our neighbor's yard, and yes, in fact, they are growing marijuana back there. 10, 9, 8. The crop better not be as good as yours. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take no opinion on the use of intoxicant or chemicals in this class. We leave that up to each human being to decide for themselves based on the quality of their own experience. If you've ever had trouble with a few too many chemicals and chemistries, intoxicants and substances, you'll find also a good friend in this class, a friend of Bill. Stand up on your tippies, close your eyes, balance on your tippies. Open your eyes, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. I went for a pretty long walk today. Calves very tight and sore. They're mooing. Inhale. We'll work on our calves later, I promise. We'll get them in every movement pretty much. Good, up you go. Stretch up. Release. So one of the ways to get to our calves, moo, is to get down to our feet. Left foot forward. I know this is hard if you're crispy in Cleveland, brand new, feet are dead, to turn over onto your right toenails like that. You might have to hang on to something. After a while, you'll gain your balance, your stability, your mobility, your agility, your capability, and your other abilities, and you'll swing it around other way. It's so good. Your body is cheering, just going, God, we've been sitting around all day eating Cheetos, looking at YouTubes, time to work. Sink in. Sinking into my ankles. This one's dorsal, that one's plantar flex. Really, really good for you. I use my feet a lot. You probably I use them all the time. I need them. Especially on the drum kit. This one's got to go this way, different time, different sequences. Oh my God. Come up and out. Right foot forward. The key to learning drumming is start when you're 3. Right foot forward, left toenails. I started when I'm 65. So I got 3 years in and I've moved all the way from here to here. But it's gratifying, aggravating. Other way, 1. I'm making some progress though. I can do some stuff that I didn't. It's fun when you can do something you couldn't do before, simply put. Sink into your feet. It's the same with yoga. If you're brand new, stick with it. You'll start to be able to reach up to the cupboard or get down to get the soup out of the cabinet or reach up to a higher shelf if somebody's hidden the cookies from you. Now that's a valuable benefit. Sink in. Good. All right. Oh, my feet are happy. Good. Now, what does my t-shirt say? I do what I want. I don't. My cat does. He's outside. He said he might be in later. Drop your chin. 1. This is pretty obviously neck rolls, isn't it? Nice turnout of Bay Area friends. Good to see all you kids. 3. I don't have kids myself. I forgot. I don't know what happened, but my yoga students are my kids. 5, 6, 7. How do you forget to have kids? Well, I don't know. 2. Nature makes it pretty enticing to have kids, doesn't it? 3. Funny how nature works that way. 5, 6, 7, 8. Some people have kids and they didn't even know that they tried. Drop your chin down, close your eyes. 20 seconds standing calm and peaceful meditation. A lot of friends on YouTube tonight. YouTube analytics are crackling with excitement. Great to see you all. From Maine to Spain to Ukraine, from Transylvania to Pennsylvania to other places. Shoulders. 1, 2. Don't these moves seem simplistic and basic? It's like he's just taking his shoulders around. Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm doing. They're not simple if you don't do it. 5. They're profound if you do. 7, 8. Now I'm going back up over forward around. I've got homework to do tonight for college. I'm back in school. I've been going to school for six decades now. Always be learning. ABL. Always be learning something. Keeps your brain happy and frisky. It's unfortunate the friends we know that are, slipping over the edge into, dementia, Alzheimer's, and it would be optimal if we could avoid that as much as possible. Yoga really helps. Place your hands behind your back, toes out, heels in, bend your knees, get your head down on the floor and your butt. Now, maybe you're brand new, you can only get to here. Well, then go there, damn it. And you bendies, I want your tail feathers and your head feathers on the floor. Now, I want you to shoot your arms forward, and I want you to squat as low as you can. Have a good squat. If you were alive in the 1890s and you were near Oklahoma, they cut a tape and you got to ride your Calistoga wagon in, and wherever you could squat, you could have that property. No squatting, no property. Inhale, come on up. We're going to chant Om. If you're brand new, it's weird. Suck in lots of air. Om. 10 seconds prayer for the world. The world could use some group prayer right now. Could we continue? My hands are right here. Why not lace them and roll them around like ball bearings? Other way. If you're from other parts of the world, it's been a very mild summer here in the Bay Area. Very temperate. Hardly a single hot day, but warming up this week, over 90. It's weird. 6, 7, 8. Good, shake it out. This prevents or eliminates or reduces arthritis and rheumatism. Get it out. And then this is its cousin, flippy flops. I call it teenagers talking excitedly. Remember being a teenager? Everything was exciting, dramatic, emotional. Everything was over the top because. Cup your hands at your heart, drop your chin. Now we're all adults and we all have fantastic emotional intelligence. We never overreact. Our responses are always measured, wise, harmonious, and brilliant. Inhale up, kids. Now I'm gonna lace my hands up here, going toes in, heels out. That spins my thigh bones inward, kind of broadens my buns, so to speak. And then I push up, and then I'm gonna, oh my God, big, crack, crack, crack. Inhale. You're gonna feel something if you do yoga. You're gonna feel your life and your body. Bodies were meant to be used. Inhale. Some people think the goal of life is to be as comfortable all the time, and not many people get to live that life. God, give me the challenges I need to grow into the being that you created me to be, and make me well able to meet them with your help. Amen. By the way, if you don't like my prayers, just disregard them entirely. Inhale. I'm not a preacher. I'm not a proselytizer. I'm an offerer of ideas. Now I'm going to give you the idea of a forward fold. Down we come. Did you go to your blocks yet? They could have been delivered by now. Now I'm going to lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward at my exceedingly bright future. Exhale, I'm going to go deep. Buns up, heels down, knees back, squeaking legs, dropping my head. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward. This is prep for a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, deepen, and just your body will be your guide. Your breath will tell you where to go. You'll feel the resistance, move into it, learn to love it. You're made for it. You're an animal. You animal. Good. Come on up. Inhale. Good job. See how we're moving all the way through our body from stem to stern? Speaking of which, hands on our hippies, feet out wide, toes in, heels out. This might be my favorite, where I get to undulate my undercarriage. I get to oscillate my acetabulums. I get to circumnavigate my globes. I get to grind my gears. I also call this churning my butt. 6. I got 30 different names for taking my hips around in a circle. Other way, 1. I have names for hips the way that Eskimos have name for snow. Well, why is that? Well, snow is important. 4, 5. Don't move your head, move your hips. You know what stiff people do? So it's your hips, kids. Grind those gears, churn those butts. I think that's 8, 12. Good. Inhale. Good job. I like where this is going. Exhale out. We continue. Hippity hop your feet together. Adults generally don't jump except for 2 reasons. They see their ex at Trader Joe's, or they see a rat or a rodent. Okay, lace your hands down here. Inhale. If you're still married to your first, congratulations. That's an amazing thing. Although nowadays, 53% of the people getting married now currently get a divorce within 7 years. What the hell is that about? Lean left. I'm not married. I don't understand. Leave a comment. Explain marriage and intimate relationships with me. Apparently, they're really easy. Inhale, this side. It's just charm and wonder and honeymoon feeling just year after year, and it only gets stronger and stronger, I've heard. Inhale up, pull hands down, forward fold. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward, bright future. Exhale, deepen, buns up, head down. Ooh, feeling my hamsters. Hamsters are barking. Come on up, you guys. You're gonna like this. I think you're gonna like it. I don't know. Grab your elbows, and sometimes when I'm in line at Whole Foods and I'm waiting, I do this. Then everybody else starts to do it. Then I switch the cross of my elbows, and everybody says, wow, this guy's got some cool ways to move. I wonder if he's a fitness instructor or something. Side, side. Good. Release. Left arm in front of your right. Palms turn in. Then you can clap for me. Thank you. I hear you all the way here. Lift up. Fingers forward. This is called party hat. This is called tippy party hat. This is called Extendo Super Wizard Tippy Party Hat. Now I want you to count to 8 in your native language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay up on 8. Close your eyes, balance on your tippy toes. English is my second language. I have no first. Open your eyes, drop your heels. Another side bend. I love side bending. It makes me feel delicious and yummy. Inhale. That's an odd way to describe yourself, delicious and yummy. Those are my pronouns, delicious and yummy. Up you go. Arms are down, flip some over, forward fold, drop your head, wag your shag, dip your do. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward. Exhale. Maybe hands flat on the floor, legs perfectly straight for the bendies in Baltimore. Good. Bend knees, look forward. Exhale it out, experience yourself. Everyone else is taken. Sometimes we try to live other people's experience. There's a name for it. It's called the disease of codependence. We overcome that in yoga. Come on up. That's really true. Yoga gives you a very strong, healthy, vital, intelligent sense of self. You got to have a good sense of self, kids. Good. Now, right arm in front of your left, palms turn in, clap, clap. Some people think spirituality is erasing or evaporating or eliminating the ego, any sense of self. That's utterly impossible. There's no such thing. But you can continuously get a stronger, healthier, more connected, aligned, tuned in, and tapped in sense of self. And he said all that while standing on his tippies. Good, then I'm going to stand up on, bring my arms way up. Now I'm going to count to 8 in a different language. I wonder if I can count to an 8 in a different language. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, acht. Stay up on ach. Close your eyes. How many languages can you count to 8 in? People from Europe, it's not uncommon. People from Europe speak 3, 4, 5 languages. They just grew up in it. Drop your heels, lean right. We Americans, we speak one language, American. Come on up. This way. Oh. Now when you say oh, you're speaking a universal language of ecstasy. Up you go. Arms are down, full lips them over, forward fold, drop your head. Lift heels, bend knees, look forward, buns high, buns flaring. Exhale, grab your ankles, go deep, don't bounce. Breathe in, or don't breathe in. Ooh, tight ankles. Ooh. Man, I perish the thought of not doing yoga. Come on up, kids, let's go. Let's chant Om long, loud, and proud. Suck it in, kids. My, what big lungs we have, the better to breathe you with, my dear. Okay, now we're going to do the pose that takes everything we've done so far and moves it into one catalyzing bit of brilliance. It's called twisty squat. Inhale. Twisty squat consists of turning down and twisting to your right. You're very tight. You only get here, 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 here. Elbow outside your knee, left hand on the floor. Hands pull in. Squat a lot. Get down into your ankles. Now, I like to pretend I'm a kangaroo in this pose, so I do 2 things. I look into my pouch and I see how Joey's doing, but I also sit on my kangaroo tail. I like the pictures of kangaroos hopping around Australia, and when they get tired, they sit back on their tail. So, kangaroo down. Good, about 5 minutes. Lean forward and lean back at the same time. Spread your toes, open your nose. And drop your arms, come on up. Oh, geez, Minnesota yoga. A lot of friends watching in Minnesota. Exhale out. Why do you guys talk that way? Because you can't help it. Prayer mitts. You don't even know you talk that way. I think people from California, I'm native Californian. Californians speak the most perfect and precise brand of English anywhere spoken on the planet. Hope that really pisses a lot of people off. Like and subscribe, and then leave an angry comment. Big inhale. And lift, shift, and turn. Maybe you only get to here. Good for you. Way to get in the game, but try go a little lower. Everything bends. My friends in the Bay Area, their left arm goes up behind their back. They nearly squat all the way down, right hand's flat on the floor. They look down at the floor, knees and ankles line up. You could go over to their house and put a big pallet of Fruit Loops right on their back, and they would take the weight. Speaking of which, I do need to go to Costco tonight, not for a pallet of Fruit Loops, but, well, you know what you go to Costco for. Paper towel, toilet paper, paper towel, sink in. Is your weight distributed even over your feet? I need to know. Good, 5 minutes. Drop your arms, come up. Chant Om with me, long and proud. I'm Pavarotti in training. Got a long way to go. Om. 10 seconds, eyes closed, quiet group prayer. Peace on earth. Goodwill to everyone, everywhere, always, even the people that I detest and that annoy me. That's a hard prayer, isn't it? God, please smote my enemies, but God has no enemies. Humans do. Seems to be our specialty. Okie doke. Well, I think I'm going to do that balance sequence tonight. I'm going to give it a go. So first I'm going to rub my eyes. This is called displacement behavior. It's a way to waste time or look like you're distracted. Sometimes when I'm arguing with my cat, we get in arguments a lot. We always make up. But sometimes if I'm telling him he did something wrong, he'll just start licking his head because he doesn't care he doesn't care. He's a cat. Ready for the sequence? If you're brand new, follow along. I'm kind of getting back into it. I'll probably mess it up. But at least you got a teacher who's real. This is not AI. This is not CGI or computer graphics. This is the real deal, kids. So join in the fun. If you mess up, fess up and fix it. Inhale up. Exhale out to the side. I like this. I can balance on 2 feet, sort of, sometimes. Now, right arm under, arms fold. Hey, my arms don't fold up like that guy on the internet. So just don't. Now I'm going to pick up my right foot and put it over here. See that? Ding, 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 ding. Now, this is great for newbies. After a while, you'll pick up your right leg and you'll slink it all the way over your left leg like this. Now my right toes are over on the left side as a little training wheel. And now I'm scrunching down a little bit and I can hear my underwear squeak as I squeeze down a little lower. Then I lift my right foot and we spend some time, hopefully balancing, with occasional course corrections on our left foot. This builds concentration, determination, motivation, diligence, persistence, silliness, and fun. Now I just bring my arms out. This is called marionette, and I just lift up my right knee a little bit. If you're older than 50, to balance on one, whoa, dizzy spell, hold on. Whew, got to let that go by. Okay, I'm back. Now I lifted up my right foot. This class is an adventure, isn't it? Now my left hand is going to grab my right foot behind my behind. My right hand is coming down to the floor. This is a $5 pose. And I want everybody around the world to touch their right knee down on the floor, but you can't. So just go lower than you. Inhale, look forward, bend that ankle. On exhale, I'm going to turn my right knee all the way up to the ceiling and stretch my shorts. Oh my God, push my foot up, straighten left leg. Now I'm going to release my right foot back, thwang. And I'm going to take my left arm up to the ceiling, reversed moon pose, half moon, reverse half moon. It's been a while for me. It's good to be back in this pose. It's one of my faves. Left arm, right leg lifts up, open out into big human. Left hand comes down, right arm sweeps up. Open up as big as you can. It's really good for you. Even if you're shaky and struggling, you'll get a little better. Right hand comes down now. Now, I re-grab my right foot with my left hand behind my behind, and I stand up. Boop. And then I bring my right knee out in front. I've been going through dizzy spells of late, so I'm just trying, man. Waving my arms. That will pass, and the balance that I've developed over the years will serve me well. Good. And now I'm going to just put my right ankle over my left knee and bring my hands down to these merciful blocks that are right here. And as I squat down into my left ankle, left knee, and left hip, my left calf says, expletive deleted, curses me like a sailor. Ooh, that stretch. Oh my God. Some people can squat all the way down in this pose. Freaks of nature. Now I'm going to pray with my hands and stand up. Okay, I haven't done that for about 6 weeks. Shaky, but sufficient. Exhale out. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. Be genuine. Do what has to be done, but don't be hard on yourself. Be wise with yourself. Arms out. We would all do it perfectly if we could. No doubt about that. Perfection is coming. A couple more weeks. Left arm under. Now, can't fold up your arms? Don't. Fold them up if you can. Left leg out to the side. This is fine for newbies. Little training wheel over here. Then you just take this guy and it goes flow-wump over on this side. And I feel my right knee slinking underneath my left knee. That allows me to go lower, elbows out, wrists away. Then the adventure of lifting my left foot, put the left foot behind your right ankle if you can. Some people can do that. They're built for it. Some of us aren't. You're built to do what you do. And then release out. I'm going to do my best to balance for a sec on one foot. Life is a great adventure, or it's nothing at all. Good, now this right hand is going to grab my left foot behind my behind. That leaves this left one to come down to the floor. Now, I don't know in this lifetime, but certainly next lifetime, I'm going to touch my left knee down on the floor without my right heel lifting, and that just describes very bendy people. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, twist your hippies up into the left. Left knee touches the ceiling. Head kisses your right shin. Crack, 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 says my spine on this move every time. Good, now I release my left foot back. It goes thwang. I lift up my right arm. Half moon, twisty version. Parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana. I root my head forward and I push my left heel back. Twist my torso. Good, now right hand is to come down now. Left arm is to go sweeping up. I call it drive-in movie picture show. Left leg up, left arm up. Half moon. This gives you a yoga butt. Got to have a yoga butt. Reach up, extend out. Good, hand comes down. Grab left foot, right hand behind your behind. Stand up with your hand on your foot. Captain's turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Good, now ankle over my knee. Hands on the blocks. And use that ankle, right knee, right hip. Get down, get way down. Slide your knee forward. Right heel stays down. Calf goes moo. Moo is om spelled backwards. Oh, so much sensation. Good, kitty cats. Now we'll just stand up in prayer pose. We'll just stand up in prayer pose. Boop. Okay, I can balance a little bit. It's coming back. Inhale. Everything comes back in due time in a forward fold to conclude standing practice, head down. Stay down for 3 breaths. Play with your own heels bobbing and your legs stretching and your hair falling and your mind draining and your brain releasing. And I'm going to lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward. I'm going to exhale, grab my ankles, hands flat on the floor, buns up, knees push back, legs straight, folding deep from hips, back relaxed. And we'll come up and we'll chant Om. What a nice way to conclude. There's no place like home. Inhale. Peace, be still. Okay, kids, the rest of our 20 minutes will be on the floor for some good floor stuff. Now, if you've practiced with me for a while, you know there's a particular kind of mat that I use for my floor work that really helps me to relax more and heal from some injuries, and I just really like it. So if you don't have one of these, I'll put a link to this down in the description for my YouTube friends. It's just like a 4-inch trifold mattress. Why do I like it? Why do you like anything? Because you do. Okay. So some people don't like this. They just like the regular surface. Don't bother me with these weird, fluffy surfaces. But you know, I got a little PTSD, trauma stuff, weird childhood, some anxiety. Yoga's really helping, and this really helps. One seated forward fold, and then we'll do our floor core and more. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to come all the way down and get their head down. Hardly very many people will. I'm going to waddle my buns back. I'm going to press into my fingertips. I'm going to lengthen my spine. I'm going to look forward. I'm not going to force or bounce or struggle or strain. I'm going to deepen in to the depths of my being. And then today my elbows come down. I like it when that happens. Hands to my forehead. And then ecstasy, bliss, and joy erupts in my nervous system, comes rocketing up my spine, goes splaying out through my nerves like fireworks. You can see why I do yoga. Good, kitty cats, come on up. Now, of all the poses that are done on the floor, I consider this to be tied for first in importance because in essence, it's a back bend for stiff people. I plant my hands, I plant my feet, and then I just rocket my buns up. And most adults never do this. And so is this the hardest back bend in the world? No, it might be one of the easiest ones, but for most humans, most of the time, for most of my 8 billion people audience, this is it. Good, sink down. Fabulous. Good. Legs up, half a minute. Just don't do nothing, just be patient. Admire your feet. If you're weak and can't hold your legs up, if your knees bend and you shake and foam comes out of your nose, just come to all the classes. There's 1,000 videos online at Upward Spiral Yoga. You could do this at 2:30 in the morning on Friday if you want. Do like and subscribe. Good, now time for the side splits. Did you have any idea? Alexa, turn off. Alexa, turn off. Damn, Alexa. Alexa's been doing the practice with me. She's always giving me advice. Pretty. Alexa, off. Ankles, 1, 2, 3. Other way, 1, 2, 3. Now we have to talk. This is an interesting pose to have a conversation in, wouldn't you agree? So I'm just going to bend my knees. That's all. You're really tight in Tennessee, crispy in Cleveland. You can't even bring your knees in. You got to put a little pillow underneath your head. Boy, can I dig that. I am on your side. I'm rooting for you. If you're bendier, your knees come in further. And as you get more flexible, you grab your toes and your knees are very bent, and you do what's called happy baby. In Happy Baby, especially on this surface, my tail feathers really sink, my knees really cut down by the side of my body, shoulders relax, chin drops, back of my neck long, and this makes my, how shall I say this? This makes my undercarriage kind of sparkle and glow. And I'm not going to elaborate. I'm just going to let myself stretch open a little bit. This goes from being hell to kind of being heaven, but there's a bit of a wait period. Good, kids. That was great. Roll up with me. Boop. Now we'll roll back. Now in this floor sequence, this next sequence I'm going to do, it includes everything. And if you're brand new, I understand there may be parts of it you can't do. So you jump into the parts you can do and you leave out what you can't do. After a while, you'll weave these bits together. And as you weave them into the tapestry of your body will become vastly more capable. But at the start, it might be, can't do that, can do that, can't do that, can't, do what you can. All fours. I'm just starting this sequence again after years for myself because of just decided it was time to get my ass in gear, pardon my language, ups and downs. Right now, my ass is in gear. It's going up, it's going down, it's going to town. Okay, now this might be a challenge for you. I'm going to, my knees are hip distance apart, hold my toes under, and I'm squatting again. Now, on a hard surface, my heels don't come down. On this surface, my heels do come down. So I sink so deeply into my ankles, knees, and hips. This might be the part that you can't do, to which I say, whatever. Now, this is what I really don't like. And if you're suffering, I'm suffering right along with you. I'm going to bring my knees down. My toes are folded under, and I sit back on my not very foldy toes. Right now, I'm just saying very bad language inside of my head. My toes are breaking. Takes a minute for me to kind of release into this. But damn it, I'm not going to give up. Now I go over my feet again. Boop. Now, I don't want you to break your tailbone. So don't break your tailbone, but you either can or you can't. Sit back on your can and stretch your legs out. If you broke your butt, sorry. Lift up. Sink down. Bring feet in. Go over them. Oh, but I can't. You get to here and you say, oh crap, oh poop, you say, because this is as far as you can go. Your toes and ankles and legs don't bend very much. So you get to here and you go, oh man. And then I kind of get on my fingers, which make my arms longer, gives me a little more play. And then the knees come down. Now, I think if you're 20 years old, that's relatively easy. If you're 30, iffy. If you're 40, probably can't do it anymore. 50, you ain't got a chance. 60, you're cooked. 70, no way. 80 or 90. But with my students here in the Bay Area, they can all do this. This is easy for them. Why don't you join the herd and start moving like this? I think it's a great idea. Good, back to all fours, cats and cows. You should see my friends in the Bay Area. They look like Greek gods and goddesses cruising around the planet. Good, kids. Now, we did that. Good job on that. Here's another sequence that's hard for me. My favorite drum teacher, I have a in-town drum teacher, but I have one online, and I really like this guy because he's very human. He's a master drummer, but he's showing stuff that he can't do yet. And he messes up, and I can really relate. He's very humble in that way. So in this one, I just take my right shin and fold it under like that. This goes that way, left knee goes that way. If you're brand new, you're leaning over here, get a softer surface, do it in bed. It won't be so horrible. And you're just sitting here going, ah. And then you lean back and it's like, oh God, how did I get this tight? But for bendies, they can lean all the way back. Now, I've gone years without doing this. Now I can do it. I can even extend my left leg out. And when I'm feeling really good, I bring my arms back up over my head. My lower back relaxes, ankle, knee, and hip on the right side release, right quadricep, hip flexors, lower back. Good, then we come up, and I understand that some of you newbies online can't do that, but I know that you can do what you can do. Now, to counter pose, both hands are behind me, and I'm going to rocket my pelvis over the moon. My zipper is breaking, my buns are high, my yada is yachting, lift up and sink down. Fabulous. Okay, drag this leg out. Now, honestly, I'm approaching being in my 70th year of life. You could do the math, but I'm approaching my 70th year of life, and I'm grateful that my body moves this way and maintain this and for 38 more years. Right knee out to the side, left shin folds under. Now, if you think I look way younger than that, you go, wow, you look fabulous. You don't look a day over like 47. Just leave a comment, okay? Now, from here, I know tighties are over here going, oh crap. Maybe you can get your hands behind you. Leaning back is dicey to say the least. My bendy friends in the Bay Area, they just go splat. Their arms go back over their head. They have big smiles on their face. They look like movie stars and yoga models and stuff. It's crazy what they do. If you come to the Bay Area and come to one of my classes, you can see them. You'll be amazed by their ability. I taught them everything they know. Just kidding, I'm just kidding, just kidding. Okay, kiddies, I'm coming up. My hands go behind me. And then you get to party with your hips. Up they go. Higher than ever. Good, then we're gonna sink down together. I'm gonna drag this leg out. And we're gonna do a finishing twist on the back, which is my favorite pose. Now, I'm gonna show this from the other side, but unless you're perfectly flexible and like 12 years old, I think most humans should put a blanket, a pillow, or a little roll underneath their neck, okay? There's lots of versions of this, they all work. Now at the start, the thing underneath my neck seems like an in position. I don't need it, but if I bring both knees in and I sweep them down to my left, then my spine gets shorter, and now the thing underneath my neck feels fabulous. And I can actually relax my torso open to the right. My right arm can extend out. Now you'll notice I try to line my knees up and bring them into my body, and I pin my knees down with my left hand. That allows me to take half a minute to let my upper body, all of it, not just part of it, broad shoulders, relaxed elbows, and as my torso relaxes to the right, my neck and head can very slowly not lead, but follow. And then we just give it 5-6 breaths so that we can truly enjoy the fruit of our labor. There should always be fruit from our labors. Have you ever been in labor? What was the fruit of that? A brand new member of your family, right? So there should always be fruit for our labor. You wouldn't want to go through all that for nothing. And look how they treat you now. Good job. Knees come back up. Booty shifts over to the other side. The whole body goes over. I like to have room. Knees come in all the way, butt down, knees together. Crank them over, but knees stay together, so do ankles. The idea of kind of having my knees and my ankles duct taped together. Head supported. Right shoulder switches over to the right. Body opens out to the left. Tonight, my left elbow, left shoulder coming down. Knees in tight. Neck supported. Breathing, releasing. Exquisite, ecstatic, euphoric, blissful. You know, just the usual. Doesn't it just make sense that bodies that twist every day in yoga are just going to be free and easy and loose and relaxed and strong and resilient and springy? Doesn't that just make sense? Big inhale. Exhale, bring your knees back up. Now I invite you just to stretch your legs out for Shavasana, also known as corpse pose. I'm going to get you guys in the pose. I'm going to say night night to my friend Helga. Helga's leading the pack as always. Good job tonight, Helga. I felt your expertise all the way over here. Everybody else in the world, on your back, 5 minutes, relax, easy does it. I'll do it with you happily. I love my Shavasana. All that laboring, now we enjoy the fruit. Okay, friends around the world, there's my voice. Start to breathe back toward your body. Take your time. Good. Feel your way back into your skin. Feel your body weight back on the floor, nice and gentle. Nice deep breath back in your body. Good. And Dr. Greg recommends wiggling fingers and toes and circulating feel goods around your body. Tons and tons of those. Your body will just squirt those out. Good. Curl over on your side for half a minute. Fetal position. Good. Now, keeping our eyes closed, we're going to sit up together nice and slow, maintaining this peace, presence, poise in our body, mind. Good. Our hands come into our heart, representing humility, grace, mercy, connection. Head drops in humility. Good. Then all together around the world, we say, Namaste. As always, I bid adieu to my worldwide friends. Thank you for supporting the channel. I hope you're enjoying it and that you feel better. I trust that you are. Yoga's been working for humans for a long time. Please help out modern humans by liking and subscribing. Makes a big difference. We'll see you guys later.